Morning guys, we're in the weekend, it's already Sunday. I did a little bit of work yesterday and we'll be showing that a little bit later, but things are starting to change a little bit. Now we've done most of the suspension work. It's kind of now what do I want to do next. So a few other things that we'll be doing. We've been attacking the Beltline. I've had another look at it. I don't think I prepared this side as well as I thought because I managed to pull a little bit off. So we've done hopefully a better job on the other side. We'll leave it for a while, see how we go. I might have to go back and do this side again. The other thing is, as we can see here, I have bought some seal kits, oil seal kits. So we've got sump, the oil filter. I'm not going to do the big end bearings as well at the moment. That's a slightly bigger job. I just wanted to do as many of these things that I could. Not 100% sure, to be honest, what that one is yet. I guess I'll work it out. So we've also got the valve cover. And at the moment, this is just because I intend to do some work on the sorry, just looking at little marks on the bonnet. There's always scratches somewhere. So what I want to do, again, apologies, let me start again. So what I want to do is just try and stem a little bit of the flow of the oil before we actually do an engine project, hopefully next year. I don't really think we're going to have the time to do it now. As I've said, this place I work in, which has been very, very handy, is going to be turned into a house. So we're slowly trying to clean everything up in here. And that work on that starting in about a month or two. So I don't have much time left. I don't really want to do any of these jobs like this where I really need sort of inside work to be done now. I'm still looking at working on the interior, but for now that's what we're going to do. I've also managed to pull my scoop off the bonnet, and thanks to all the advice from the R53 Owners Club people, I've managed to save most of the clips. This one is sort of literally held in by duct tape and something else at the moment, so that'll come out, and I think mine's a slightly better color match as well, but we'll see when I grab it and try and put that on. I hadn't put a lot of the grills on because I was starting to think at some point, do I want to repaint the car, and then you got to take them all off again, but I think I'll just stick them on because I don't think that's going to happen for a while yet. So we will look at doing this. The one we've got in here, I need to cut some more slots. The one down here, I have manufactured a piece for the air temperature sensor, but I'm going to have to manufacture some way of actually holding it onto the bumper. But I've got some ideas, but again, not precious about getting that done straight away. I've also got to come up with a piece of mesh to fix the crack that's just there as well, before I do too much as well. But I'll find something there. So, right, let's get in and I'll show you the Beltline stuff. painting of the Beltline. It's not perfect, if I'm honest, and yeah, the car's still absolutely filthy. So I haven't done the back as well. This is from an earlier episode where I put tape on. I'm going to leave it on, to be honest, just for the moment. I want to see how well it lasts, and we'll compare it to the paint. Like I said, my problem with the paint is I'm concerned that I didn't prep enough on this side specifically. I did use, can't remember what grit, something like 1000 grit or something, sandpaper, but I maybe didn't quite give it a good enough rub. So that got twice the attention as this one did. With the rear boot lid, good friend has got a couple of mini ones with black handles, so he's quite happy for me to go and grab one of those, which I'll do. I'm going to grab one of those shortly and swap that out. Then we've just got to worry about the handles. Not quite sure what we'll do with those. We may just get the covers. I'm not sure, because this gets handled a lot, you know, obviously you're grabbing it all the time. I'm not sure how, you know, the paint will survive and work on that. It might, as I said, there's a chance of it being scratched a lot. But anyway, we'll get on to that. The next problem will be working out what we do with these as well to get those black. I think they're supposed to come off fairly easy. I don't know. I'll have to have a look again. I did have a quick look, but these all have to come out as well. So put these in. As you can see now, this cover's really moved quite a lot. So I've had some tips on how to deal with that. The other thing is I need to check, because these lights, they were working when I put them in, but they've stopped. And I think reading up, there's probably, I don't know, I've got to go around and check a few fuses. I checked in, so we'll show you, I checked in some of the engine bay fuses. Couldn't find anything in there, so I'm going to go in the cabin and have a look at that. I've been looking up at wiring diagrams to see if I could find it, but not 100% sure exactly. I can't see anything at this point in time, so not quite sure what's going on there. I might have to pop one of the other lights in just to check. I haven't, if to isolate where the problem might be. So if one of the other old lights works, then we know the problem's in the unit versus somewhere else in the car. Right, now first thing, so with the engine, with these engines oil seals, what I'll probably do is I'll start from the top and work down, because that way I can sort of clean up a lot of the engine, and rather than sort of clean the bottom then clean the top, having oil run all the way down, I'll start at the top and work my way down. Also, I haven't got myself enough oil, I don't think. I'll have to have a check and see what I've got, but I would like to get an oil filter at the same time and replace everything. So I don't have one of those at the moment, so we'll go and grab one of those during the week, and then we can get down and do the rest of it. Right, let's tuck in. Okay guys, so thanks for the advice. This one unfortunately I snapped, but we'll see if we can glue that back on. But as you can see, these other bits, we've saved this, so we'll probably use this on the car rather than one that's on there, because the other one doesn't have any of these. I think it's got one of these clips and that's it. And this clip here, it's got this clip and one of these. All these other bits are broken off and gone. So what I'll do, now that I have this as a reference though, I might see if I can bolt some stainless steel bolts onto it to make it useful again. But for the moment we'll store this one until we can fix that one up. And the bump, this thing will be put up for sale, I think. Just see how, oh yeah, they're just glued on. Nice. I think I'll double check. I'm not sure if I have those on mine or not. So we'll, whoa, just a bit of sticky glue. Nice. Right, that's another thing done. That, but that's something I've been trying to get done for a little while. As you probably would have noticed from the other side, the clip broke. It was jammed there. That's that one there, very much broken. So just what it is, no big deal. We've got those in now. As you've seen, I've painted the inside of these black. I was going to try and fit these LEDs that I've got in there. They're orange LEDs, but in the end it just looked a little bit too finicky, and I don't have much time today to play around. So I painted the backs black. Looks a little bit neater. I guess this being smoked would have been quite nice as well, but it's all right. It's all right. It's good. It's changed. Got rid of some more chrome, made a bit of a change. It's all good. And then the one that's broken, obviously this one from the other side, we may, now that's broken, I might just take this S off it and see if it's see that we can use that somewhere and do something with that. So anyway, something else done.
Okay, just taking a look. So this little clip was on here, and it's really just helping to hold this black plastic grill on. There's a couple little clips at the back, which I've just levered up very gently. What I've did with this clip is just get under here with a small screwdriver, not too small because you'll snap the screwdriver, but just pry these away. Just if you can get a couple off, then that'll just come off that pin there rather than trying to snap the pin. But interesting when we get this off, so that the S is kind of all, it's interesting how this has gone together. Obviously there's a separate piece through there. I'm not quite sure how this actually comes apart. So, oh, not even filming it. Yeah, so we can see this, there's the outline of the S is obviously slightly different, and possibly I'm picking that the outline has also got the red in it, so it's a piece that's been put in, as we can see from there and from here, but there's obviously an S in this plastic as well. So let's see if we can work out how that comes out. I'm picking that pin, let's have a look here. The pin seems to go down into this, but it's probably glued together, I imagine, or something. And who knows, probably a high chance I'll snap something, I think. And there's movement there. Oh, there we go. It's always good to have something that you know is spare. I mean, I would have kept this except for the fact obviously I broke that little pin off, which is a pain. So I'm sure if I looked around I could probably get some more. But let's see. I'm going to try and, I don't want to break it anymore. I just want to see if we can get this off. Coming. Almost wants to come. Something, oops. Something, just, oh, there we go. It's just a little bit of something holding on. Alright. Yeah, so there's been a little bit of glue, I think, or silicone or something there. That's been up there and there. So we now have an S. Obviously it's got extra pieces on. I don't know, I'm just wondering what we could do with it. I've seen people put them on the front of the car. Let's see what we can do. That red is obviously, well, looks at a sticker. A bit of dirt there. I don't know what that is. A bit of dirt, hopefully. Worst case, we could actually paint it. Pull the sticker out and paint it. But anyway, let's have a look.
Hey everybody, right, it's come to the end of another video, and I've jumped around a little bit here. We've gone back to doing a little bit of the chrome delete, so finishing up some of the painting on the Beltline, and as you would have noticed, as I mentioned, I've left a piece of tape on the back where we did the very first delete back in like episode 3 or whatever it was, where we did that. So looking forward, we'll come back in a couple of months' time and have a look and see how both of those are coping, you know, the paint versus the tape, and we'll do a video on that, or add it to one of the videos. So one other thing I just wanted to mention before I do close out, so I've been talking to a guy, Kevin, over in Ireland, who runs a website called madeinisland.ie, and I just wanted to mention it because they have very similar ethos as I do. You know, my whole view of doing this work and sharing it with you is very much the concept of, hey, you know, I'm not a mechanic, but I love mechanical things. And, you know, if you've got a shed, if you've got a space, or even if you just do it in your driveway under an awning or whatever it is, you know, anyone who has a passion for things mechanical and likes taking them apart, putting them back together, cleaning them up, making them work again, is what I'm here for. It's what I enjoy. And .ie is all about exactly that. Obviously, it's more specific for people in Ireland who are building stuff. So I'll drop a link down in the description below. Have a check it out. See what you think. See if there's anything interesting in there. As I said, they also have a Facebook page, and I've had a good look around. Some very, very interesting material on there. You know, so yeah, if you're interested, take a look. And yeah, so as I said, that's the end of this video. We're hoping next week. I'm hoping to film something quite exciting. I'll leave you with a little snippet of a picture here, say, of what this might be about. Anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. There's a couple of days next week where I'm going to go down to a tuning shop in this car, and another one very similar to it will be involved. Anyway, and looking forward to bring some images back to you on those cars. And over the coming weeks, I will be sharing links. So these cars are going to be filmed for another channel, and what I'll do is I'll steal a little bit of content where I can and bring it to you, and then obviously share links as to where you'll be able to see the full-on content of those cars. So if you're a Ford person, and you know, certainly my first car that I ever owned was a Ford Escort Mark II. And so yeah, and I think one of my best friends, you know, back when you know, we were sort of at that age of learning to drive, his brother had an Escort Mark I, and sort of remember many fun times in that car. So anyway, again, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next episode. Cheers for now.